Hi, my name is Anas, and today I want to tell you a true story that many people don't know about. Have you ever heard of John Burge and Chicago police torture? If you said no, don't worry, most people haven't, but I think you should know because it shows how powerful people can hurt others and get away with it, unless we speak up. John Burge grew up in Chicago on the South Side. He went to high school here and later joined the U.S. Army. He worked in Vietnam at a prisoner camp. Um, when he came back to Chicago, he joined the police. He worked in a place called Area 2 and Area 3. He was moved up to become a commander. That's a very high position. He had a lot of power. But instead of using that power to protect people, he used to hurt them. He and some other officers tortured over 100 black men who were innocent. Burge and his team would stop people even if they didn't do anything. Many were just walking down the streets, and most of them were black men. The police would bring them into the stations, and there they tortured them. They would beat them. They used electric shocks. They put bags over their heads. All of this was done to make them confess, even if they didn't do any crime. If the man said he did it, they would just use that in a court and send him to jail, sometimes for life. So, why did this happen? How could this go on for so long? It happened because the system let it happen. There were no cameras, no one were watching. Police, they all protected each other. Most of the people who were tortured were poor and black, and the system didn't care. That's racism. Even when people spoke up, nobody listened. The court didn't help. Leaders didn't care. Burge Burge kept working, kept getting paid. He thought he could do whatever he wants. And for a long time, he was right. But then something changed. Some of the survivors start telling the stories. One person spoke out, the lawyer starts helping. Journalists began writing about it. News stories came out. The truth started to spread. Community members, regular people like me and you, start to organize. They held protests. They went to meetings. They talked to media. They didn't give up. That also talks to politicians who were willing to listen. After many years of working, Burge was finally fired and charged in court. In 2015, something huge happened. The city of Chicago agreed to pay reparations to survivors. They gave over $5.5 million to more than 60 victims. They also created a public memorial. They promised to teach this history in Chicago public schools. It was the first time in U.S. history that any city paid money for the police torture. Was it enough? No, but it was a start, and it happened because people came together to fight for justice. This story teaches us a lot. It teaches us that racism is not just people saying mean things. Racism is also in the system, in prison, in court, in how power is used. But it also teaches us something good, that when people speak up and work together, change can happen. Even if it takes years, the truth can come out. And even when the system fails, people still have power. I hope you now understand why the John Burge torture case matters. This happened in Chicago, not far away, not in a movie. Real people, real pain, real injustice. Let's remember their stories. Let's learn from them and never let this happen again. Thanks for watching.